Snatcher!
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the
Oh
delegates
god, it's
from
only
the
3 hours.
participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center. A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There
Lord.
are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to
We have
make sure
3
the
hours.
Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't,
You know that'll say I'll try and work into it. I know, Teo, that's why I'm not saying anything.
We're just like a cancerous
I know what
tumor
you're
that has to be
like.
cut out.
we have to hit the Snatcher's headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be able to manage something.
Yeah.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the
Oh,
memory
God.
of that Snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others,
Damn it,
it's still
Zarbon.
completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Mental. What about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
Ah,
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough.
damn.
It definitely did come from within the city.
Okay.
Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say
Uh,
something
was
that
it?
implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Here we go.
Gillian,
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years
Here we go.
ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force.
Right.
More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were
What?
frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived
God.
and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only
Right.
piece of evidence found at the site.
No.
That's Harry's picture.
Wait a
From when he was
minute.
kid.
No. Frozen in cryogen. No.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son.
No!
Confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry was our boy!
Harry was my son?
Using the information
My
gained,
God!
it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
Jeez.
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
Oh
But
my
what does that have to
God.
do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Oh my lord.
Harry was my son.
I will stretch.
Did he know?
No. It was highly...
It's a stretching moment. There's so many plot developments.
I was never able to do anything for
Oh,
him.
that's nice. Oh my
Wait a
god.
minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
Yeah, she's got a point.
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
Yes.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right. Let's go over what we know about them.
Okay. Big investigation brain on. So, let's go through it all one at a time, right? What's the Snatcher's weak point? So the Snatcher's weak points are ultraviolet rays. That's correct. Their weak point in their is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum basale of their skin, which become cancerous. Basically, they get skin cancer, like melanoma. Oh look, another waifu hostage. Ugh, I should get a lottery ticket. I know, White Demon. You've earned enough lottery tickets to win at this point, mate. Genuinely. Specifically, long ultraviolet ray in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's right. And that's the reason that they are so limited as to when they can be out. Okay. So they only come out at night. There you go. Wasn't on purpose but felt epic to be number 600. I know, right? Now you will always be known as Miss 600. That's a special achievement only you can have now. You realise that? You get the special badge. Very nice. Thank you regardless, bud. Welcome in. Okay, so we only come out at night in the middle of the winter and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that John used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic. It turns out that the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. I know, right? First time in years I got lucky. Hey! I'll unfollow and refollow him and I'll be 600. No, don't do that, Kalo. Don't be that guy. Oh, I missed what you said. Oh no. The underpass? It's a method of movement of the Snatchers were using. That's right, they were using the abandoned tunnels of the old tube-liner system to get from place to place. That's how they were able... Spies, that's where we're going. That's how they were able to move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all of their hideouts were connected by the tube liner. So maybe there's a tunnel under their main base as well. There's a good chance of that. Oh, good idea there, Gillian. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at any location where Snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? Easy, Snow 9. A sneeze. Is the phenomenon you're talking about? That's right, and that was the cause of what was the cause of the sneezing? Snow 9. As I said on Discord, despite what that piece of skin lore said, and my skin kind of doing the same, I swear I'm not a Snatcher. Are you sure about that? I don't know. We need to put you through rigorous skin testing. Joking, of course. Correct. The sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. Snow 9 is an artificial form. So, this actually explains Snow 9 for anyone interested. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. I know someone else with something similar. Yeah, I know what you mean. Actually, yeah. Do you have a cat bag? Oh God, that's the question. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and keep people away. They probably were producing it they're probably producing it intentionally themselves. The only regions of the city where Snow 9 is still present are areas around the Ina River. It has been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. So that means that their base must be somewhere near the Ina River, right? That is a fair conclusion that they are probably somewhere near the Ina River, protected by the Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner near the Ina River. And we must not forget the 3 photographs we found the Snatchers with. All of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. Very much evil. I think I might be missing something here, still catching up on the vast TheXploder lore. Yep, so effectively, Potato has this thing about a cat bag, because in Act 2 of The Snatcher, by the way, you can check out all the story leading up to this point on my YouTube channel with all the Snatcher videos I've got on the playlists, if you want to really look into things fully from the very beginning. And one of the first things we did in Act 2 was investigate what we thought was the hospital where the Snatchers were based at. We went to the hospital, found out it was just an animal hospital, but they basically work on animals to make them more than just pets. So we investigated a cat that was modified to also be a handbag. So that's why Potato is now completely crazed on a cat bag. Subbing to the YouTube channel. Oh, Nind. Thank you very much. Is it Nind or Nind or Ninde? I generally want to get that right. In a good one for Snatcher card, have dogged animals. Very true. Very true. The map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment. The picture of the temple in the director's office of Queen's Hospital. And the photo of Red Square hidden in the chief's office. Why do the Snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick? Maybe that's where they come from. Homesick? Get serious, Mika, they're robots, you know? Wait a minute. The shape of that river's very similar to the Ina River. Wait a minute, this isn't even Neo Kobe, is it? Are we in Moscow? Oh, God. Oh, Nind. So no accent on the E. Okay, brilliant.
You what?
You heard me. Oh my God, we're in Moscow, aren't we? I prefer a dog bag. Cats tend to be a-holes. Fair play. Moscow. It's the city they have in common. That's correct, it's Moscow. Moscow must be where they come from. That must be the basis of their programming. You must be right. Just as people have a hometown that is dear to them, the creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Pretty trippy. On the other hand, dogs might be too friendly with people. Yeah, you got a point. You don't want people just reaching into your dog bag while the dog's stroking them and just be like, got your wallet! That'd be kind of bad, wouldn't it? They were born out of nothing, but they needed to give them some kind of image as an emotional base. So Moscow is their creator and their home, and the place where they found Jamie and I.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
Right.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They have a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
Yeah.
No snow has been recorded in Neo Kobe in several years.
Well,
okay.
Then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9?
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River.
Yeah.
This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present.
Okay.
Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Okay.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We
Way
could
too
never
many.
cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
Like the river?
Alongside.
What's this?
Look at this shit. What?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
Oh my god.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
We found it.
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin?
Kremlin.
That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot. It's
Look at it.
presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's
Right.
right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters!
Got
Their
it.
new Kremlin!
Gillian, let's go!
Let's do it.
Wait, Gillian. I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So just so you guys know, there's a little bit of audio desync here because these are
They
cutscenes.
haven't given up, you know.
But in the videos I posted on YouTube, I fixed it. So you'll get fixed audio on the YouTube versions in case you're a little bit skew-whiffed by this.
We found
Just so you
their
know.
hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Yeah, don't worry. The desync's actually with the game, so don't you worry.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah. Okay. But I gotta go to church first.
Dinner with Mika.
See you soon then.
Yeah!
Okay, Metal. Let's go.
Waifu secure! Achievement! Okay, serious face though. I know, he is a married man who just lost his son. Wanna go for dinner?
Coloshade says sorry I was late, was having a tiff with TikTok and this new wave of 18+ slideshows.
Right.
I've reported 4 of them and they've all come back with this video does not violate the guidelines, it's legit porn and even lowly content. It's disgusting. Might have to stay off it for a while.
Wow, really? I heard that they were like putting emphasis on slideshows because that was like the newest update thing. Of course they were going to abuse it for the 18 pluses. That's just disgusting. Oh my god. Lord. If I find any myself, Kalo, I'll investigate on my side also and see if they're also going to come back with reports saying they don't violate the guidelines. That's going to be something to keep an eye out on. Either way, let's try not to worry about that at the moment. And don't worry, Kalo, everything's good. I know, right? VTubers get banned all the time. Right. The last turbo cycle. Let's do it. Now boarding turbo cycle. Green. Ooh. Nice little green number. I love it. Report of a turbo cycle. Where would you like to go? Of course I know the answer to that question. Take me to church!
Lift off.
Here we go. Oh yeah, of course, Nind, you are a TikToker yourself. Well, TikToker and VTuber yourself, I should say.
Flight configuration. Now gaining altitude.
For research purposes.
Jamie, please.
Nah, demon.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
Yeah, Nind, Rail's also a VTuber as well, and one of my very close friends. Right, here we go.
Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
The sheep!
Hey, Corky, finally registered your sub after all this time. 18-monther, how you doing, buddy? Hope everything's grand. I know, right? Now it's showing the sub. Typical, I know.
Gillian, we've arrived.
Hope you're doing good, though, bud. just in time for the big investigation of the church. Take me to church, I'm gonna investigate the style of my life. Got 3 hours before I die tonight. Oh yeah, it's it. Oh no, I cannot sing the same my life. Right, moving on. That is the Kremlin. That is screaming. That is just, we are in, this is not Neo Kobe. This is not Neo Kobe. We are in Moscow. This is crazy. Church time to burn the sinners. Hell yeah. Now I know why they call it their Kremlin. Oh no, maybe it is Neo Kobe, but it looks a lot like Moscow to me. That's screaming Kremlin. Let's have a look at it. It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt they thought the same. Okay. Snow? It appears to be snow, but it's actually Snow 9. Try to avoid inhaling any of it directly, because it is poisonous. It's Moscow. I mean, the maps line up with it. Exactly! We're in Moscow! The whole idea of this being Neo Kobe is a cover-up from the government. I swear that's how the story's going to plan out. We'll find out. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. This is likely to keep just about anybody away. Given the season, a few Christmas lights would really liven the scene. God damn it, of all things. Okay. The building doesn't look like what I remember churches to look like, but then again, it is some sci-fi stuff, I think. Yeah, because this is based in the year... I believe Snatcher... If I remember correctly, Snatcher is based in the year 2020. Of course, now in 2022. What are the chances of that? So... The architecture, bearing in mind this is an old church from... If this is abandoned 20 years ago, this would have been an active church as late as the year 2000 in this world. I know, right? Past sci-fi, that's what makes it so cool. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. Okay, brilliant. This is definitely Snow 9. Okay, at least we know that. A sensor scan reveals that a tube line in the tunnel passes directly underneath this area. Well, that's no surprise. Looks like we've got the right place. Brilliant. Let's have a motion detector. I'm not reading anything at all. Okay. Shall we go inside?
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Get the gun ready.
Let's push it together.
Get the gun ready.
1, 2, 3.
That got it.
I had a coughing fit that made me think I was about to unalive. Oh no, we don't want that. Gideon was cryosleep since the 80s, so it's 2030s. That's it. That's it, Demon. Thank you. 2030s. You did the calculations better than I did, so... This church would have been active back in the 2010s, if that's the case then. It would appear to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. You're telling me those things pray? To whom? No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. Oh god, that's not creepy at all, is it? Let's look at that portrait. Oh, it's Sephiroth! Sephiroth! I didn't realise he was in 2030. Person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. Oh shit, he does kind of look like Random. What?
Well, it's not the milkman.
It looks like my wife! No! It's Random! What?
Oh, I'm not proud of that clip.
It's definitely not the goddamn milkman! No! This wasn't the only one to think that painting looked like Sephiroth. No, I just thought that immediately. Okay, against Random. For those who don't know, Random Hagiel is a random mercenary we became very close friends with. While the facial bone structure of the individual on the portrait is nearly identical to that of Random, a positive identification is possible, as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. I know, right? My milk is delicious. Yes, you know it, Demon. Okay. Chairs. These are the chairs for worshippers of the chapel, no doubt. Yes, the area. Everything is nice and orderly, as if its pre-collapsed Soviet Union has been recreated here. I know, right? Listen? Just us and the wind, that's all I can hear. Already left for the summit? I hope not. Delectable Milkies! Oh my god. But does it bring all the boys to the yard? Of course it does, Need. Of course it does. Oh, it's not here! Obviously it's not here. Every time I open the carton. Oh yeah. Right, something is written on the painting. The creator, Modnar. Wait a minute. Wait. Why is Modnar spelled backwards random? Why is Modnar spelled backwards random? Something's not right here. Based on the condition of the paint of the canvas, I would say the portrait was painted over 50 years ago. What? Oh my lord. He's the OG Snatcher. I hope not. I hope not. He was our friend. He helped us. My name keeps throwing you in a loop. Some friends call me Ninin. Feel free to use that if you have my permission. Oh, thanks, Nin. Or maybe I could just call you Nin. Yeah, be my one. I open the third gate. Nin. Would actually be really cool, actually. The third cry. Ah, that's a point. That's a point. Didn't think about that, Rail. What if he's the third cryo person? We need a Rex command that says, "Fight me!" I'll look into that. You know I'll look into that, Kalo. I'll do it. Okay, let's have a look at these things. For a number of scratches on the surface, they were almost certainly caused by snatchers. Okay. Very organised, almost inhumanely. There's another room further back. Continue back.
Rehydrate me.
Oh my god. It's an entire warehouse of snatchers. And... hello, Smokey. Smokey the cat's with us, ladies and gentlemen. Look, let me just show you for a moment. Is he going to show up? No, he doesn't. He's just outside of range of the camera. Damn. Right, Smokey. Hey. We found the statues. And we found the naughty people. They're being naughty. They're gonna take over the world and shit. We're not gonna let that happen, are we, Smokey? You're gonna sneeze on them like a good cat. Yeah. No? Maybe not. Smokey's a bit old now, bless him. He's lovely though. He's there he is. And there's Dad. Okay, Terminator flashbacks. I know, right? Absolutely. Okay. Must be where they manufacture them. Let's hope it ain't Thatcher. Oh god. it's Thatcher's a snatcher. And she's coming at you. Oh no. Thatcher's a snatcher and she's coming at you. Just like the bitch in Egypt Cleopatra. Ah! What are these rhymes? Margaret, no! She's coming for your coal mines. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's funny. Oh my lord. I'm not picking up any energy readings. They are all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. Oh god. A few hundred? None of these snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. They have gender units? Heck. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to just be a storage area. Right. I'm not reading anything at all. Okay, listen. Us of the wind. Okay. Level 4 hardness. Unlocked. Jesus, level 4 hardness. I'd never get over that. These are endostructures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set on the smallest sizes. So their victims haven't been chosen yet, but all just waiting their turn. God! Seems to be a number of containers stacked up at the back of the room. Well, can we investigate them? Yes, we can. There's some kind of a label here. 23rd Siberian What? The Siberian... What the hell are the Siberian Investigation Force still doing here? What's going on? My brain is now assuming that the Snatchers were originally made for something else. Hey, Giga. That's why they call it Giga D. No, that's terrible. It would appear that these Snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. What? Seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the Snatch. They've shipped Snatchers? Oh my god. They're getting Kremlin back. I know, right? In other words, the investigation force have been snatched just like they were found us. Oh god. So the Siberian investigation forces bring the Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. And then the Snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. Back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. I don't know if I even want to go further back. But I'm going. I'm going. Oh my god. The Snatcher's culturing room. Now it's giving me Matrix vibes. Jeez. The mechanism is operating. Okay, let's have a look. There are Snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here. What?
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods.
Right.
Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
Yeah.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch
We are watching a How It Was Made episode.
Tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Oh!
Is it organic?
No.
Jeez.
It can be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Oh my lord.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Wow. Bloody hell, they do go all out, don't they? Jeez. A computer terminal was installed on each preservation cylinder. Right. These cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. So anti-vampire tactics like UV lights, basically, Demon. That's a lot of effort to kidnap a couple of peoples. Yeah, but you gotta think about the level of peoples they're trying to kidnap. They're trying to kidnap world leaders and people with political and world power so that they can take over the world just like that, right? Smashy smashy. I think that's coming up. The weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. This is really advanced, way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. I know, right? The whole area was protected as a clean room. There's a door at the far end of the room. Ooh. Can I investigate the door? It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. Okay. Let's try it again. It's set so that it cannot be opened from the inside. Oh, okay. Terminal then. The power's on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of people to be snatched is all being neatly processed. Oh, so they have a list! Lovely. I dropped this EMP-style nuke, I know, right?
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled...
Basically a hit list, yes.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Oh god. Who are they?
Get a load of this. The US President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the UK.
Wow. It's Gillian.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
If they were to snatch,
I know, right? Why'd they keep the list so open like that?
They'd be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Definitely.
Gillian, this is definitely their...
Thatch is on the list. Oh no. Thatch!
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie.
Guess we didn't expect anyone to find the list, you know, typical villain stuff. Let's make the recording of our plans and leave it out here where people can find it. I'm sure no one will. That's it, right?
In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what
Thank you,
would they
Nin.
likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I have 30 minutes.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster.
You kidding me? Metal's been like the greatest detective ever. Are you kidding?
Go, Metal.
I love you, dude.
Don't forget,
Such a cute little
30 minutes.
bot. He's the best. Go kick some butt, Metal. You got this.
30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check.
That's what she said.
Take a look.
Terrible. Here we go. Snatcher Gideon walks out and deceives little Metal guy. Oh shit! Oh jeez! Oh god, they're advanced spider bots. They jump. Whoa! I was happy I was quick on it. Whoa! These guys are fast. Whoa! 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 This is my inner time crisis coming in. Oh lord! Oh my god! How many are there? Gee! Jeez! Ooh!
Whew. I wasn't ready for that.
Woohoo!
Me.
Damn right I wasn't ready for that.
Let's open
Damn!
the next door.
Jeez! I went from like a 5 to a 15 just like that.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
Oh no, now what? Get the gun! Get the gun! Oh, now I've got snatchers to deal with. Oh my lord. Oh man. Oh. Bloody hell, the action suddenly picked up, didn't it? Oh. How many are here? Yet again, this is a factory. Well, holding area.
These guys are tough.
Woo!
Didn't exactly expect
Not so clean on that one. Wow.
Okay. Let's try this next door.
Oh god, not more. I'm ready this time. Jamie! Wait,
Jamie!
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh no! What have I done?
I didn't mean to do that. No! No! I didn't mean to do it! Come on! No! I didn't mean to actually shoot! No! Oh no, don't tell me I have to do all that again. No. Please.
See the script.
No. Don't tell me I have to do all that again. Oh no.
With the start of this year's Killer Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
I gotta start from the bloody beginning again. No!
A major...
No! Okay, I'm checking something quick. Do I have a speed up button on this thing? Please tell me I have a speed up button on this thing. Cause my loud. No. Oh, no way. If not, then that's fine. I'm just gonna have to live with it. But jeez. Oh no. 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 Oh, backspace. Oh, okay, cool. Well, bloody hell, that was a speed up button. Jesus. Okay, so ultraviolet rays. Skip this.
Action!
Then it was underpass. And then it was sneeze. And Snow 9. And Moscow. Here we go. I just gotta remember that we got... I just gotta remember that there were some fights coming up, right? I've just gotta remember there were some fights. Right. Investigate the building. Where's the entrance? Look at it again. Acid rain. KV area. Go inside. Here we go.
Save the game. Save the game.
Well, at least we're back here pretty sharpish. That was good.
Save the game, dog. Save the game.
Right, at least I know.
Save
Need
the
to look at
game
the portrait.
already.
Looks like random. Oh wow, the speed up sounds are funny. Look at the area. There's a room further back. There we go. To the back room, baby. Okay, so I think I pretty much know what we have to tick in order to trigger it. So we want to look at the Snatcher. Bing. We want to investigate... No, we want to look at the area. Number of containers. Investigate the containers. Some kind of label. Siberian Force. And then look. Have the containers. Listen out. Investigate the area. Investigate the Snatcher. Look at the area again. And there you go, continue back. Brilliant. I need more points, dude. Don't worry. I'll save the game. Everything will be fine. You know, Kremlin could have been relocated after the catastrophe. That's what I'm thinking, right? That's completely what I'm thinking. With everything we've discovered, with everything we've looked into and everything else, right? It kind of makes sense that this is Moscow. There's too much in common for this to just simply be what it is, right? There's just simply too much. Okay. Investigate the area. Investigate the door. Investigate the door again. Look at the door. Look at the area. Investigate. Okay, before investigating the terminal, because that triggers everything. Save with metal. We save here to guarantee that if anything cocks up, we're fine. Okay? Why do you think the woman you shot earlier was a Snatcher version of a woman you're there to rescue in the first place? That's what I was worried about. Well, in fairness, I was 50-50, right? I was completely 50-50 on it. Because part of me was thinking, you know what? They could use Jamie as a Snatcher right here to screw me over, right?
So this is where the whole thing begins.
So this would be the old Moscow Kremlin, so the current stuff got captured by another country. Maybe. Oh yeah, I do have save states as well. You got a point, Kalo. But at least here I have a hard save. Right, here we go. Gotta get ready for the shots. Can I do it clean again? Oh, perfect timing of that. Nice.
Action!
Oh, wish me luck, guys. Oh, that was close. Bloody hell. These things are freaking fast. No! No! Damn. Got hit. Still okay, but damn. Oh. Oh my lord.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that. They almost
Wouldn't be that strange if we got a Snatcher version of her too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right?
Let's open the next door.
I was thinking, there's no way they're going to let me have her. Can I actually save state? Oh, I can. Fantastic. Let me see. Snatch. Save. I'll do it as that. Okay. We've save stated. Howdy, Ohm. Welcome in. We're investigating the Kremlin, or the equivalent of the Kremlin at the moment. I'm still focused, but this is not what I think it is. Well, this is what I think it is, sorry. Oh, come on.
Sorry, lady.
Yeah, I'm sorry, lady. I'm doing my time crisis shit at the moment, Elm. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Ooh. There's gonna be a few of these bad boys. So I'm assuming when we get to the next room, I've got to put my gun down.
Jeez, these guys are tough.
Right.
Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with
Save state.
open arms. Okay,
Save state.
let's try this next door.
Here we go. Whatever you do, don't fire the gun. Just leave it alone.
Jamie, are you all right?
Whoa.
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development.
She doesn't know Harry's dead.
They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. He wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
We found out.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
My lord.
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor?
What?
This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man
Popovich? Dragon Ball? No, I'm joking. Petrovich.
Develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You really can't remember, can you?
No?
Jamie, tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian?
Yes.
It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you.
Tell me, Jamie. Please.
Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I...
Yay! We did it!
...project.
Right.
It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority.
Snatchers.
A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were
kind of ironic that we're learning this story about what the Kremlin's been working on.
Facing pressure from the
bearing in mind real-world events. Obviously, we won't go too deep on real-world events, but it's convenient, right?
And that was the Snatcher project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
Wow.
It was CIA?
Yes, and the government
knows
that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am
See, he was an agent the whole time.
Work on the project continued to go smoothly.
He was like a junker before junkers were even junkers.
In 1996, there was that accident.
Pre-junker.
A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be
serious.
God. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
Elijah's behind it all.
Elijah is alive. Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
I don't like that voice. I don't like that voice.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
Oh, shit.
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So, you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why
Oh
are you doing
my
this?
lord.
Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes
He's just
ago.
as much mechanical as the Snatchers are now.
My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here. 57 years ago, I was obsessed with my research, yes.
Elijah was a simp?
Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my...
You over-simped?
My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty...
He started the waifu wars.
I saw
The shrimp was too... I know, right?
Felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah!
Not that kind of opening, but you know what I mean.
So happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project.
God. I know, he simped so hard he caused a disaster.
It didn't last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home.
Simps will be the death of us all. Literally!
From the same land.
Nin, you're right. Look at what Modner's done. Elijah's an asshole.
Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you.
Oh, God.
And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers trying to cover...
Nicely done, Demon. I get the reference. Very well done.
Materials related to it be destroyed, and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent.
He worked it out.
Trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out.
Lord.
I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Oh, I can imagine.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished.
Nindigalalial says I think he might need to take a trip on a plane. Wow.
But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin.
And then take the boat to an island bird trip.
And I were assigned. We called it artificial skin.
Oh, texture sheep, you never stop getting old. Bless it. It tries its best with hard words. Well done, Ned.
With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic.
It tries. It tries.
Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah.
So Elijah blew it up.
That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned.
I know, right?
Revived me 10 years later.
Well,
a little sooner than the two of you.
There is a reason, Kalo.
But even
though we're a junker and we're doing this for revenge, as a junker we have no jurisdiction to shoot humans.
But by that time,
if we shoot a human, we're the bad guys.
So everything
we can't break the law like that.
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right. So I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How could you do such a thing?
Wow.
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
Damn. Kind of tragic, right?
Then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo Kobe City to be my experimental sample.
So he's clarified that this is Neo Kobe. It's not Moscow. It is Neo Kobe. Okay. I was adamant that he's going to reveal that we've been in Moscow the whole time. So that's why everything is matching that closely with one another.
In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust.
The room you made cold and lonely because you were obsessed over a woman that could never be yours. I know, right, Nin? It's very simpy. Simp levels rising. Madness.
All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something
I know
like
why
that.
his posture's terrible.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake
Literally, Kalo.
allowed
Literally.
both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering
Lord.
what I can of the human animal.
Hopefully not too bad,
In the
Nin.
past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
That's it.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them.
Oh, God.
As long as they give the
Now he's
people
got a god
no reason to
complex.
suspect them, then they can easily become their gods.
I know,
Indeed,
right, Demon?
new
I know.
race of super beings. We are almost
Like orbital
there.
satellite cannon or something.
Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true
Yeah,
human
simp with a god
beings.
complex, I know, right?
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed.
Given birth to a Mechanicus.
I analyzed it.
Exterminatus!
As much as I need. Or if need be,
Just for God of Simps, I know.
The keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a look at this? We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
No. Random.
Random?
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
Oh my God.
Term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was
Demon, what did you
discovered by
say?
my father without my knowledge.
You said he was the
He
OG
modeled it after
Snatcher.
Me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers.
Oh, he's the anti-Snatcher. Oh, that makes sense.
It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood.
Oh, well done, Demon.
Those two
Amazing.
were apparently mine.
All hail the Omnisire.
Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards.
I thought that was it.
How like my father, silly old man. virtually overnight.
Elijah's clone as a Snatcher. Damn.
Years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
Oh, God.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter?
Easy Dude's in the phone life support system of a cult and fanatic offspring built, designed by him.
We can go anywhere we want, and there will be
not quite designed by him, built by his dad.
free control over the world.
Just remember, Random was built by Elijah's dad, but was built better because his dad was way more knowledgeable about artificial skin and about Snatcher technology in general.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But
fools?
I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the...
Demon? What did you say?
The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Oh my God.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some...
Get my gun ready.
Pocket calculator.
He's gonna go mad.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use
You
of
do.
weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo-Kobe.
Wow.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here.
All people winning lottery numbers. I know, right? I want to know.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you are the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Get my gun ready.
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
Woo!
What's that?
Random? He broke out.
What? How did... You're supposed to be...
He's still alive!
deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Oh wow!
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go.
Oh my God. Yeah, there you go. Nin's found a loophole in your predictions. Or your premonitions, I should say.
You and I are gonna die right here. If we
My
both die,
lord.
there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Would
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go.
4 minutes.
Take care of the factory under the
Run, Gillian.
Stop! Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, gold medal.
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Definitely.
Little John? Oh. Okay, Metal.
Definitely.
You only have 3 minutes.
God.
Thanks, you two. Jamie, come on.
Seems to have long goodbyes, I know, right? Just like anything. 3 minutes lost for 3 hours, am I right?
No, don't let her go. No.
You pathetic old fool. You don't even know how to love someone.
You stupid machine. What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back.
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Here we go!
Later, kid!
Fifth Airborne Division has completed boarding. 7th Mechanized Infantry Team has completed boarding. 17th Special Engineering Squad report for boarding immediately.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
13th Special Operations Squad and all junker personnel report immediately for departure.
We'll be waiting for you, too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
Oh, I get to talk. Oh, nice. You get the final talk. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at everyone, shall we? Jamie, I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. How about Katrina? This kid has had such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. I mean, she lost her dad, her dog, her home. Everything was jeopardized, bless her. And Mika, she's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Oh yeah, Mika's a legend. We've been comparing their experiences with him. I'm just waiting for a Snatcher reveal as a oh shit moment. I know, right? Let's talk to Katrina first. God damn it, Kalo. They arranged for turns with them. Ooh! That's it. They've come up with the plan. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time. And she told me that Jamie was always worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call. Oh, that's cute. With even Alice gone, I was really lonely, so Alice was Katrina's dog that was killed by the Snatchers. Katrina. Trying to learn more about you was what got our relationship started. It's very true. We're both so easy to talk to, it's like I've got two real sisters now. Oh, that's cute. Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? We did. They're just like family to me now. Aww. Sister wives! For God's sake. I'm not waiting for when they realise he's 70 or 80 years old. I'm waiting! Our relationship has gone beyond just being friends. Beyond just friends? That sounds pretty good to me. Gillian! Your wife is right there! Your wife is right there! Keep it in your pants, you cheeky boy! God damn it. Oh, I can speak to Jamie. Oh god. You didn't overhear that, did you? I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. Things that I hated? What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections is part of what being married is all about, Jamie. Through that. Polyamorous. Oh my god. Insert anime trope here. Very true. Gillian. Don't worry. No memories will change how I feel about you. Aww. Oh, look at Gillian being best boy. What Chad. Thank you, Gillian. It's good to hear you say that.
So have they finalized what they're going
Here we
to do
go.
about Junker operations? I suppose this will
He
end
is.
up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by
Wow.
machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
Demon, don't come up with more predictions, dude. I can't take it. Oh, have a safe trip, Second Lieutenant Seed. I'm a Second Lieutenant as well, so let's try to work well together when you get back. Hell yeah, Mika! Kick all the Snatcher ass. Great. What? I'm a Second Lieutenant? How come my rank's even lower than what I had in the army, eh? Can't have everything. Why do I think this random dude will show up again, too?
Just come home safe, okay?
Don't worry, Katrina.
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep.
Maybe,
with me,
Nin.
you know.
Maybe.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I'll want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh?
Hey.
What's wrong, Jamie?
Don't be a Snatcher.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait! Wait for me! Take me with you, please!
You? Metal?
Yes, sir! We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, SEGA CD for now.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
Oh, this game. Is that it? Is it all over? Well,
Throughout history,
oh, there you go.
Suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts.
Kingdom Hearts?
This conflict has just begun.
Oh my lord. Oh, no worries, Ray. I hope you did well with your Burbtober, but... That is a beautiful game. That was such a beautiful game to play. This... Why has this game never been remade? I've looked into the history of Snatcher and I've seen that it's gotten ports on a lot of consoles. This is the kind of game that deserves a remake. This is the kind of game that deserves coming back in a new way. Can you imagine if this was remade to be a full-on immersive investigation game? Like Cyberpunk 2077 style, but Snatcher storyline and Snatcher storytelling. My god. Yeah, we'll never get it remade ever again, because Konami, right? They'll probably turn Snatcher into a pachinko machine before anything else. Ah, I miss the cat bag. It was a fleeting love, for God's sake. Definitely get a good rest, Rail. Thank you for coming down, bud. Oh, wow. Well, who knows? Maybe Kojima can work with Sony to buy the rights for Snatcher. It depends. And you got a point there as well, Demon. If you remade it too hard, get rid of the magic. Oh my lord. This has to be one of the most brilliant experiences I've ever had. I'm so happy that I went out of my way to play this on stream and documented this. Because I hope that if anyone's watching this on YouTube, and even you guys on stream as well if you are watching on stream, I hope it gets you wanting to look into the game as well, and genuinely wanting to give it a shot. Because this is brilliant. Even the voice acting's on point. Jeff Lupton as Gideon Seed, Lucy Childs was Metal Gear, Ray Van Steen as Random, Susan as Jamie, or Susan Melee as Jamie. I know, right? It has that detective feeling and I love it. Thank you guys for coming down, and thank you for getting me to 600 followers on Twitch because of this playthrough. Holy shit. I know it wasn't just because of this playthrough. It's all the content on TikTok, YouTube, all the other platforms, and all the streams you've had here, you name it, but... Wow. This has played such a major role this year for me. It actually has. I know it's end of the year, and we've been streaming Snatcher for, like best part of a month to get through it because of holidays, etc. This was worth every second. I don't care about the growth, the views or anything. Just playing this with you guys, having the laughs we've had, the experience we've had, and hopefully I've convinced you to try this out on Sega CD, emulated or not. This game is beautiful. And genuinely when I say it's beautiful, it is. I know a lot of people will look at it and just go, it's just a linear story with the odd gun controls for shooting. And I'm like, that's all it needs to... The fact it's a story that grabs you like that? It's the same reason why I love Digimon Survive. It's mostly story first, gameplay second, and it still kills it. This game's exactly the same. This story is brilliant. The shooting scenes are kind of like a difficulty spike, I admit, though, Demon. Absolutely. I'm kind of good at it because of my experience with Time Crisis, but... just wow. Play this game. Play this freaking game. Please. Oh, it's so much. Oh. I'm giving you claps. I'm giving you freaking claps. Oh. He really did back in the day with Time Crisis. Wow. Just wow. Beautiful.